Hey everyone, Grayson the Bard here, and welcome back to day 130 of the Hunt-A-Day. It is February. We are in the month. We are 28 days away from Monster Hunter Wilds. We are, or I guess 27, technically, because of how time zones work and all that. I may have fucked up the timing of the Hunt-A-Day because technically it's gonna drop, I think, Thursday night. So I may need to do the final Fatalis live stream a little bit differently than I was planning. I'm gonna need to figure that out, but that'll come later. But for now, I'm just gonna be excited that we are almost there. It is soon to be time, and I am running out of monsters that I am super excited and hyped about. But there were also, when I was going over my list of planning out the rest of the Hunt-A-Day, there are some monsters that I completely forgot to put on the first time that I really wanted to make sure I talked about, and I'm glad that I saw a comment in my wishlist video about this monster, because how can I not talk about the original fish, Plesioth? I really like Plesioth. I am a Piscine Wyvern apologist. The only one I really don't like is Gyrototus. Everyone else is good to fine to great. I like Beatotus. I enjoy Lavasioth. I liked him more before he became Agnactor at home. I enjoy Cephadrome. I really liked hardcore Cephadrome in Frontier. And I have always really liked Plesioth. In fact, one of the first things I saw, one of the reasons I got into Monster Hunter was when I was the wee baby Grayson. I just got a PSP. I was walking through a Target, and I saw they had a trailer for Monster Hunter going on one of the demo TVs in Target, and it was the scene where Plesioth jumps out from one of the opening cutscenes where Plesioth jumps out of the water, grabs Napkinoff, and pulls it back into the water. That hooked me. If you've been around the channel for any length of time, you know I love sea creatures. I was an ocean life kid. When I was younger, I just absorbed any bit of information I could about fish, aquatic life, all that jazz. So seeing a big fish dragon, a big predatory fish dragon that you could beat up and wear its armor or wear its skin like armor, I was invested, baby. And then I remember, because I fought him on Freedom for the PSP, and I absolutely loved how Plesioth looked. I still love Plesioth's aesthetics, but I hated the fight so much as a kid. And it wasn't until Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, when we got underwater combat, that I genuinely started enjoying Plesioth's fights. Underwater is a weirdly maligned mechanic in Monster Hunter, and I don't get why, because every monster that was predominantly underwater was so much fun to hunt underwater. I love Gobel. I think Gobel is a great monster, and I'm sad I'm not going to be able to hunt it for this series because I can't record my 3DS. I love the 3U fight of Plesioth because fighting it underwater actually feels like you are seeing what the monster is capable of, where fighting it on land, it does its hip check, which has not naturally, what's the word I'm looking for? Historically awful hitboxes that you couldn't be under the tail with a good solid inch of sky between your hunter's head and the tail, and you still get hit by it and sent to oblivion. He does his big goofy chicken run. He will scoot along the ground at you and run into you and do damage. He'll shoot beams of water at you, but he doesn't do a whole lot else. On land, Plesioth is a kind of boring fight, but underwater, where it gets to actually move around and use its body in its attacks more than just a couple slams and a couple spins and the hip checks from hell. Small tangent before I go on, I love how in Monster Hunter Stories, Plesioth's ultimate attack is called a hyperspace tackle, and it's just the hip check move. I think that was a great design choice on Capcom's part. Good job. Keep that shit up. Love the memes. Love Brachydios having a training montage a la Rocky Balboa. Good shit. I need to talk about Monster Hunter Stories at some point on this channel. Maybe that's what I do for February. Maybe. Anyway, underwater Plesioth is such a fun fight, and I would love to see it again with more of a like on-land rework. Or what I would really love to see, they already have kind of the suspension of disbelief with monsters like Gyaradotus and Somnicanth who swim through ankle-deep water. Give us a Plesioth that can do that. Give us a Plesioth that can like be using a more aquatic moveset mostly on land so that we can still appreciate what it can do. Because they were able to make Gyaradotus's fight better, they can definitely make Plesioth's fight better. In Generations Ultimate, it's fine. It's not a bad fight. It is a little bit boring. It's a lot of just like running up to it and smacking its legs until it falls over. Not a whole lot of excitement going on there, but I do love how it will still retreat to the water, even though you really can't do anything there. You just have to kind of wait for it to come back. And that's a little frustrating, but still I like that they keep in the fact that it is predominantly an aquatic creature, and it will retreat there if pressed. In terms of visuals, I love sea life. I love fish. I love aquatic creatures. And Plesioth is a big, giant, dumb fish with legs. It's got really nice coloration. It has the soft, pale underbelly scales, and then it has the bright, vibrant blues and greens. I love the fins, the bright orange accents to the fins look really nice. One of my favorite pairs of dual blades ever is the Plesioth dual blades, just because they're just big old fish fins. That's great. Love it. 10 out of 10. Great design, no notes. I think Wilds, if they can do a hunt that is, if they can revamp the hunt to give it more of an interesting on-land moveset, or incorporate the weird half underwater ankle-deep liminal space that a lot of recent Monster Hunter monsters can swim through, I would love to see Plesioth come back in Monster Hunter Wilds, and I think it would be a great opportunity for Capcom to show us what it's capable of, especially if Plesioth comes back as a herd monster. Imagine having to fight a school of these fuckers. I would hate it. It'd be great. And I think it's likely. I think we have not seen Plesioth. There has not been even a whisper of Plesioth on the wind in a very long time, so I think Capcom would bring it back to surprise us. I'm going to say a solid 6 or 7 out of 10 for Plesioth to come back in Wilds. The only thing kind of holding me back on it from a higher score is the fact that I think they are also wanting to hold it back until they bring back Underwater. Same reason that I'll talk about this on my birthday when I talk about Lagiacrus. I don't think they're going to bring back Lagiacrus until they bring back Underwater. I think it would be a disservice to the monster, even if they can make the fight more interesting. But, we shall see. And then I think, again, first generation monsters have a very high probability of coming back. I think they want to redeem themselves with Plesioth, so I'll say a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 to come back in a future Monster Hunter game. I don't think it's going to fall into the Giganox and Gobel, they have fallen off the earth, never to return space, but I also don't think it's as shoe-in as something like Rathalos or Rathian. I can't talk this morning, so I'm going to stop the ramble for today. Good God. Thank you all so much for watching. We are getting close to my goal of 600 subscribly-doos before Wilds releases. So please, if you have not subscribed and would like to, please do. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't. And until next time, I'll see you next time.